You are listening to episode 221 of the Peaceful Mind Podcast. Welcome to the Peaceful Mind Podcast, a place for creating the peace of mind you need to be the best mom you are created by God to be. If you want to bring more balance, more joy, and more peace to your motherhood, this is the place for you. I'm your host, certified life coach and Catholic mom, Danielle. In the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, let's get started. Well, hello there, busy moms. Thanks so much for spending some time with me today. We're going to be talking about how to compound your peace in only 30 days. Let's just talk about how small, consistent changes can help you build lasting peace. We all know that our daily actions lead to building habits. What we do on a daily basis becomes a habit, and these habits are really what builds the foundation for how we are feeling and what we are doing on a regular basis. And I want to take this week's episode to be able to help you come back to evaluate, is there a new habit that you are wanting to add that is around you having more peace? And would you be willing to be open to doing something small for yourself and seeing, just as an experiment, how it will, with each day, compound? And so at the end of, and I'm saying only 30 days, you can see a significant shift in your overall peace about what's going on in your life. Because small daily actions with, of course, the most important part, mindset shifts about it all, will lead to significant changes. And there is such emotional benefits to building habits that are the kind that will foster your peace. Because let's face it, we are bombarded from all directions as busy moms. We're cultivating children, citizens of the world, and we put so much responsibility on ourselves to shape our faith formation, the happiness of our family that we're providing for everyone. We are balancing our jobs, our vocations with our home and with our marriage. And so are you instilling a habit on a daily basis? Of course, we have some habits like going to church and meeting with friends and cleaning the house, like those kind of routines. But I want to know if you have any that are just really honed in each day that is going to be something that increases the amount of peace you have. And if not, if you are thinking, yes, this is something that I could add to my life, I want to let you know that in 30 days, with a small amount of time and your effort, you can have a dramatic increase in your peace. And so I'm introducing yet again, this is something that I have mentioned probably more in the early episodes. So if you're new, first of all, welcome. And second of all, we all can use the reminder that this exists. But I have a guide that is called 30-Day Path to a Peaceful Mind. And we know with this podcast title, this is what I'm after for you all to have, is peace of mind in your life. Because when you feel more peaceful, that's calm, more in control, more connected to Christ, then you are going to be showing up more confident and taking actions as your highest self, and you will be showing up as the mom that you want to be. So today I'm going to read a few sections from the 30-Day Path to a Peaceful Mind guide. I'm going to let you know how you can get your own copy, and then definitely stay to the end where I'm going to have a special offer for a few of you to be able for me to personally send you a colored spiral bound guide with a pen, so you will be able to instill this habit of peace and take the challenge that I'm giving you today to do one small habit and add that to your life to be able to increase your peace in only 30 days. So this guide, it was built from a place. Well, first of all, it always comes from my own daily prayer to ask God to help me connect with whom He thinks is like a right fit of who needs what I have to offer in this guide. And I always want Him to use me as a channel for His peace. And this guide came from asking for one of those prayers, this inspiration for the content that's inside. And many life coaching clients, or even people who just come to talk with me, they have often said that they found me right after praying for help. And I hope that if that is you, that you will find that the guide will be an answer to your prayers today. One where you're looking for more peace. And I also want to add that sometimes we want like a fast, quick injection of that's not too hard. And that's what I think this guide totally encompasses, because let's face it, motherhood is hard and we all could use a little bit more peace. And your spiritual well-being is a real huge part to getting that lasting peace. And feeling overscheduled and overstressed in our busy mom life is not helping anyone. So for just a few minutes a day, could you put your attention towards one of these pages? And could it be enough for you to connect with your divinity and have it make a profound difference on how the rest of your day goes? I think it will. But are you open and willing to give it a try? So I encourage you to listen to the few that I'm going to offer you today and see if they resonate, and then you can get access to all 30 days. So now I'm going to read a few of the examples you will find inside the guide, and know that in addition to hearing this, there is also some prompts. There are some scriptures that go along with it. There's a prayer there for you to have. And then there's a couple prompt questions for you to fill out. And really, you could do each page a day, could take something like 2 to 3 minutes. So the first one I wanted to just read happens to be day 6 of the 30-day challenge. And it's called Feelings Matter. Because in Isaiah, it tells us that you will keep yourself in perfect peace when your mind is stayed on above. So feelings matter. And we are after for the feeling of peace. So the emotions you feel every day, they're at the heart of all you do, Mama. And we feel an array of them. And this makes up the human experience. We are happy, we're sad, we're excited, we're angry, and we're everything in between. There is a bounty of feelings to choose from, and nothing outside of you can make you feel a certain way. You own that power through how you choose to think about what's happening outside of you. This then causes the feelings you have. So your cause is eternal. It's internal. And that's good news, because how you feel is caused by your thoughts or your patterns of thinking, which become your deep beliefs. So they're not caused by others or outside happenings. You get to choose all of your own thoughts. And I'm inviting you to pick peaceful thoughts today and to create peaceful feelings for yourself. Okay, so that is just an excerpt. I'm a little tripping over my words today. That's okay though. I think you all get the point. That's a little excerpt. Oh my gosh, just cracking myself up here. So can you see that if you took a few minutes each day to be reminded of what I just read, and then be guided in a prayer, and then take a few minutes to kind of explore your mind on what you could do that particular day to create peace, do you see how that could compound when you do it day after day after day to really transform you to have an injection of peace during your day? I hope so. Okay, here's another example. So this day, day 15, says the past has no bearing. And the scripture around that is from Corinthians, 2 Corinthians. And it says, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are becoming anew. Okay, so here we want to be reminded on this day that an enemy of our inner peace is returning to negative past experiences. And our faith tells us that what happened in the past happened exactly as it was supposed to. And there are no mistakes. There's just lessons and then preparation. And wishing it were different is a waste of emotional energy, and it robs you of your peace. And God makes good from everything. So I want to invite you to abandon it into His hands, all of your past, and hand over today your vocation, motherhood. And it requires you to apply yourselves to whatever you have to do today, knowing that your past has set you up to be the person you are today. And understanding and believing this will bring instant peace as you release any attempts to rewrite the past or bring the past with you today and into your future. Your power is in the present moment. So what do you want to create today, leaving your past behind? Okay, so that is also something that if you are brought back to and just take the time to be reminded, do you see how that could be enough to set that particular day up for peace? And when you do this day after day for 30 days, it will compound and you will be different. You will be transformed. You will have retrained your mind and heart to be more peace focused and create more peace for yourself. The last kind of inside peek I want to give you to the 30-day path to a peaceful mind guide that I believe is going to be an example of how you can do some things small that will compound over time is to talk about day 28, which is about prioritizing things. So in Matthew chapter 6, it says, seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things shall be yours as well. Because one of the most clarifying steps to bring peace to your life is to prioritize and follow through on, and this is the key, on what matters most to you. When you become absolutely clear on what your personal priorities are, and you put them in an order of importance, you can always refer to these priorities to guide your next steps when you feel like out of peace. And God has asked us to love Him first above all else. And this isn't easy sometimes in our busy lives, but by prioritizing Him, and which then helps you to look at what the rest of the day holds so that you can then prioritize those things. By devoting your time to Him and investing in your relationship with Him, you're already going to be stepping into more peace. And then that in turn will help you prioritize again the rest of your day. So when God is at the center, everything stays in balance and falls into place. And more importantly, from that time together, your path to peace is illuminated and shows you what the next thing is to prioritize. Okay, so that was a glimpse inside this guide. And again, it is to encourage you to see for yourself, even if you don't choose this challenge that I'm laying out in front of you as your option, I would like you to contemplate and think about what's another small change that you could, like, it sounds easy, it sounds purposeful, it sounds like it'll help you towards a goal that you could just implement into your life. And I love to say 30 days, a month, where you could then have this like compound interest on top. What do you want to grow? What habit do you want to start? What feeling does that give you when you're doing that feeling? And so that you would have more of it by the end of repeating it for 30 days. And I would like you along the way, I'm just encouraging you to be more mindful of your progress, not to dispute that it's too small or not making any changes, but really find and note those shifts in your stress levels or your just general outlook on your life so that you can give the win to that in particular focus that you chose. And then, as I announced in the beginning, I want you to know that you can access this 30-day Path to a Peaceful Mind guide that will indeed compound your peace in only 30 days. And I will link the link to where you can access and receive that digital version of that Peaceful Mind guide. And then I also want to announce that I'm having a giveaway for those first 3 listeners that act on this request. And that is to go into the podcast on, I think where I'm just kind of like, you can do it on any of the podcast platforms, but for what I know on Apple Podcast, if you do have Apple, to be able to go into the Peaceful Mind podcast, find this, it can be for any episode where you scroll and there's a symbol for you and it says write a review. If you go in there, for the first 3 people who go in there and hit that 5-star button and then write in a review, once that's published, I want you to take a picture of it and email it to me. Okay, my email is danielle@danielleteenel.com. Again, I'll put this in the show notes so you can have the spelling. But if you do that and those first 3, I am going to send you a hard copy of this guide. It's colorful. It is spiral bound, and I'm going to include a pen with it. So you'll have everything you need to carry out this challenge. Those that just click on the link and get access to the guide, then you will be able to have, started immediately, or you can do both if you're one of those first people who review the podcast. And I would love to give away 3 free copies. Okay, everyone, I'm just going to sum up by letting you know that when we do small things, they count and they add up to big things. And when you want more peace in your life, which is a very big and important thing, you want to figure out what is a way that I could put a small amount of time and energy towards creating that peace on purpose every single day. And that will compound over time. And I'm offering that I have already created and put together and formulated something that is very useful to help you compound your peace in only 30 days. And that is available to you in 2 ways: to click the links in the show notes to get access to it, and also to go ahead and write and review the podcast. Tell me what you like about it, how you're enjoying it, how it's been helpful to your life. And when you send me a picture of that, then those first 3 people, I'm going to send them their own copy in the mail. Like always, I hope you found that what I've offered here today gives you something to think about, that you open yourself up to maybe trying. in that you think that this was exactly what you needed to hear to have some more peace of mind in your life. And I'm so grateful to all of you who are listening and sharing the podcast. And next week, I'm so excited to bring you another episode. And until then, I wish you peace always. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of the Peaceful Mind Podcast. If you found value in today's episode, I'd be so grateful if you could subscribe and leave a review. It not only supports the podcast, but ensures you don't miss out on future episodes packed with insights and tools to create peace of mind in your busy mom life. And if you're of the Catholic faith like me or any Christian mom seeking to feel better in any area of your life and to show up more calm, connected, and confident, I can help. Become an empowered mom who knows how to bring about the changes you desire, no matter the circumstances. Whether you need one-on-one guidance to get there, prefer a group coaching program with like-minded women, or a self-study course, I've got you covered. Explore my private one-on-one packages, join my Busy to Balance group life coaching program, or delve into my signature course, Divine Time. To find out which path is right for you, let's meet and see what's the best fit. Schedule a free call with me at danielleteenel.com or send me a direct message on Facebook or Instagram at Danielle Teenel Coaching. And also, don't forget to get your copy of my book, The Cyclone Mom Method, How to Call on Your God-Given Power to Remain Calm, in Control, and Confident as a Busy Mom. Dive into the digital and bonus audio version when you go to book.danielleteenel.com/new-book. You'll find all the details in the show notes too. Until next time, peace be with you always.